So the question is, why do the colors change in your aura? And I think this is a really, really good question, actually. And it came around because of a comment that was left by a woman called Asia. I can't quite pronounce your last name, so I'm just going to write it here. Thank you very much for your feedback and your interest and wanting to know more about this. And I'm going to be relating this to the different layers in your auric body. And I'm going to be talking about that and how it connects to your auric field, or as I call it, your love bubble. So have you ever wondered why different people tell you that your aura is a specific color? So it's like you might go to one person and go, oh yeah, your aura is definitely blue. And then you talk to somebody else and go, no, I think I feel that your aura is yellow. And then you talk to somebody else and they go, oh, your aura is definitely red. And then I mean, don't you think, like, that's funny? Why are people telling me that my aura is different colors? You know, why is it that everybody doesn't just say to me, oh, your aura is blue, or your aura is violet, or, you know, why isn't everyone telling me the same thing, you know? So in today's session, I'm going to go through this and tell you exactly why this is happening. And we're going to go a little bit deeper, but as ever, if you want to go really deep with my work, then I am Richart, the aura painter. I paint people's beautiful auras either onto canvas or onto their self. I do it in person or online. So I'm here to help you to shine. And today we're looking at really why is it that your aura changes colors? And I think that really the best way to look at this, because I like to visualize, you know, through my third eye, and then I can see in my mind's eye, I can create, I can you know, have this strong, powerful vision. And I'm sure that you do as well, because if you're watching this channel, then you know about your auras, you know about your chakras, you know about your third eye, and how you can use your third eye to visualize and conceptualize, you know. So what is really important is that when you're starting to learn more about your aura, there are different elements to it. So you see yourself as a physical being, but actually you are a cosmic entity of the universe who has come into this physical body. And so you in essence actually have different bodies to you, and yet you are only aware of yourself as a physical being, but actually there are 7 different bodies, you know, to you. And then outside of that is your auric field, which encloses you. It's like a capsule, you know, that you're within. And I think that the best way to think of the 7 layers of your aura, of your auric body, is to think of a Russian doll. And I don't know whether you know what a Russian doll is, but a Russian doll is where you have this doll, and then you unscrew it, and then inside is a smaller doll that looks exactly the same, and then you unscrew that, and then there's another one and another one and another one. So the best way to think of this is, you know, to think of your auric layers of your body like that, like a Russian doll. So on the you know, on the outside of it, you've got your etheric, you know, body, and then, you know, it goes all the way down. So then you've got your celestial body, and then you've got your conceptual body, and then you've got your astral body, and then you've got your mental body, and your emotional body, and your etheric body. And then so these go through all the different layers, you know. To unscrew another Russian doll, you know, take that out, go down, you've got another one and another one, you know. And the thing is that your, you know, those elements of the Russian doll are not like solid colors. It's not like, you know, the etheric, you know, body is white. So it's like, you know, that's your divine God, you know, spirit, um, body. You know, that is the the body that you return to source in. You know, and when you've done your inner healing, you know, when you've done your aura trauma work, when you've been living a life where you've been you know, bringing, like, you know, heaven to earth, you know, through your higher consciousness, and manifesting goodness and peace and love, and, you know, all those higher vibrations, you know, into your life through your being, you know, through your work, you know, then you've been constantly 24/7, 365 working on this body of this template. And then it's normally that when you leave the physical body, then your body is like, you know, pure white light, and you have prepared yourself to no longer go in like a karmic cycle and reincarnate on planet Earth. Now you've prepared your body so that you can ascend and reunite with, you know, with the divine, with all that is, with source energy. You know, that's the ultimate, you know, state of this being, of this you know, layer of your body. So, to be honest, like, very few people, you know, can get to that stage, you know, unless you're monks, or unless you're really devoting your life to living your spiritual awakening, your spiritual calling. You know, you are consciously living that life. You know, and of course it is possible. It is possible, and that's the journey that we're all going on. You know. But in the majority of people at the moment, 99%, I think, you know, maybe 95%, are not there yet. You know, so that your auric field will show sparks of light, you know, in it, and it'll also show, you know, areas of white light, you know, in your auric field. This is why when I paint your aura either onto you or onto a canvas, I'm not just painting a white canvas. Do you know what I mean? Flecks of white are coming up, you know, in the painting, because, you know, if you have been, you know, if it's your intention to be working on your ascension, and to be you know, doing your inner healing work, healing your trauma, you know, then whiteness is going to show up in your aura, you know. And of course the pureness of your soul, you know, when I always start the painting, it always starts from that white light, because out of the darkness comes the light, and that's why I paint, you know, onto black t-shirts. So, you know, so with that you know, seventh layer, because we're going back, you know, from the etheric layer all the way down to the etheric layer, you know, and we're unscrewing that Russian doll, you know. With every layer, you've got to think of the layers rather than being solid colors. There's more transparency to them. So it's like you're looking at a Russian doll, and you're being able to see, like, all the different colors, you know, going through. So, you know, if we think about, you know, the celestial body, that's about your spiritual awakening. You know, that means that you're doing spiritual practices, that you're living more of a conscious spiritual life, and you know that's violet. You know, that's a high vibrational, you know, energy. But to say that you have a violet aura, and it's like that all your life, and it's like that, you know, 24/7, is a little bit unrealistic, because you've got all the other things that are going on in your life, you know, and things that are affecting you, and you know, like I practice my spirituality, but I'm not 100% violet all the time. No, I can guarantee you that. Do you know what I mean? But I'll have times when I am in that vibration, and then I'll have times when I'm not in that vibration. You know, so that if we say, like, you know, the astral body, you know, that's about my love. You know, that's about my self love. That's about the love that I give for others. You know, and that vibration, that frequency is green. You know, so you know, there are times when I feel immense love, you know, for myself, and I feel, you know, immense love, you know, for other people, and you know, and then, you know, then the green will be shining through me. Do you know what I mean? But in the same respect, I can feel, you know, a lot of love, but then I'm also, you know, in a state of my conscious spiritual awakening. So then there's you know, the green, you know, frequency from the love, but then there's also the violet, you know, connected to my spirituality. I might be, you know, also in a place where I'm really feeling connected to the divine, you know, within me. So then there's the white energy coming through as well. You know, it's not just that, you know, oh, I'm you know, feeling, you know, I'm connected to source energy. Now I'm just white, you know. And I think this is really important, because it's like when you see my aura paintings, you'll see all this you know, different array, you know, of you know, of colors, you know, and that's because your aura is transparent. You know, you're seeing through all the different layers, you know, at once, like the Russian doll. It's really important to think of that. So, you know, also, yeah, I mean, you know, the throat chakra, you know, and the conceptual body, you know, that's really when you're having this, like, realization, you know, of your role, you know, of who you are in the world. You know, you're evolving, you know, as an individual. So then you have this, like, turquoise, you know, or you know, light blue color coming through. But again, you're not just in that all the time, you know. And you know, as we go, you know, through all the different ones, you know, you can be moving up and down your body. You know, you're not constantly in your heart chakra. You're not constantly, like, in your solar plexus. You know, which is you know, your solar plexus, you know, in your body. You know, and that's connected to the mental layer. You know, and the mental layer, you know, mind, you know, belief systems. You know, actually actualizing, you know, ideas and thoughts, you know, manifesting them into things. You know, you might be working on a project and an idea, and then you get, you know, you've got your you know, you're like shining yellow, you know, because you're really in that frequency. But then you know, that idea might be to do with love, so then it's mixing with green, you know. So you know, this is what I want you to start to understand, you know. And you know, this is the greater awareness that your aura is constantly changing colors according to what you're thinking, how you're feeling. You know, your sacral chakra is to do with your, you know, your emotions, and then you've got your emotional, you know, body, which is the second from last in that Russian doll, you know, scenario, and that's orange. and it's also to do with in your body, it's to do with your sexual pleasure, all of these things. And again, you're not always orange, and then you go down to your root chakra, which is to do with survival and security and your health, and it's really connected because it's the closest thing to your physical body, So I think that as you're starting to get this bigger picture, that when someone says to you, oh, your aura is that color, it's that color in the moment, in the moment that you're talking to them, in the moment that you're having the interaction with them, in the moment you are thinking certain things, in the moment you are feeling the emotions, that's the color that it is in that moment. But when you walk out the door and then you go somewhere else and you go and meet somebody else, then your aura can change color again. So I want you to be more aware of that everything in the universe, including your body, is changing. It's moving. That's the thing. There's a constant motion, emotion. Everything is moving. So that's why it's important to become aware of your aura, become aware of what the colors mean. Just knowing that your aura is a certain color doesn't mean anything. Okay, it's just okay. It's like, so what if my color, if my aura is blue? What does that actually mean to me? Every color has a different frequency, a different vibration, and then that vibration relates to a different organ in your body, a different emotion, a different feeling, where the color is placed on your body, what layer it's in. It all has different meanings for you. So for example, when I do an aura painting with somebody, I give you a guided meditation beforehand so that you raise your vibration. You then get to feel what it's like to be in that vibration. And then you can visualize through the painting what the different vibrations and feelings look like, so that afterwards your aura is real. It helps you to discover more about how you can protect your aura, how you can heal yourself, with your energetic self. Because for example, when you're having mental issues, those mental issues can turn into physical issues in your physical body, because now that you're aware that your body has all these different layers, and every layer is associated to the wellness of your body, then you can start to understand that, okay, if I start to work on my energetic self, then I can start to heal the things which are happening in my physical self. So at the moment, we're looking at everything the wrong way around. We're taking all the layers off the Russian doll, going down to the one in the middle, and looking at that and thinking, okay, right, if we've got any problems in our lives, we've got to work on that. Whereas actually what we're going to do is we've got to put the Russian doll back inside, put all those other versions of the Russian doll on top, and we've got to work on all those different layers. And when we work on those different layers, then the one in the middle is going to transform. So I trust this is giving you a greater awareness as to why your aura, why the colors change in your aura, and why it's so important to be aware of yourself as an energetic being. I mean, Nikola Tesla, he talked about, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, then you've got to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. So once we can start to see ourselves as an energetic being, to see ourselves, this aura, all these different colors, you know. And that's the beauty. Like when you have your aura painted, you suddenly become aware of yourself as an energetic being. And the more you can become aware of that every day, if you've got a painting of yourself as an energetic being hanging up on your wall, every day that you walk past that painting, it can just remind you of who you are as an energetic being. And then whenever you have negative issues or negative thoughts or problems in your body, it just is a simple way to remind you, work on your energetic field first. You know, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through contemplation, whether it's just through yoga, or you know, whatever form that you find to connect with your higher self, with your energetic self. You know, these are the things that we need to be focusing on, and then our life will start to improve dramatically. So I trust that this video has been informative for you. Again, you know, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments below. And I also do aura awareness mentoring and one-to-one sessions. So if you need any support there, just feel welcome to send me a message, and I'm always more than happy to support you and to assist you to shine.